That helped you.
No.
That helped you. Now, how many shows you do in a year now? You know?
I do 65 in the U.S. and about 8 or 9 in Canada. And every other year we do 15 to 20 in Europe. And then, of course, I do 2 weeks every year in the desert.
Yeah.
Troops.
Yeah. How many trips have you made?
This will be our 10th year.
Wow.
We're at 180 shows. So we'll probably cross 200 shows this year. And
you know, the sacrifices that you make personally to make that happen, we appreciate that. We really do.
Yeah.
it is, it's not a sacrifice. I'm blessed to get to go. I ain't kidding you. And there's a need for it. There's a void there. And we work really close with USO. And my team that I take with me are very dedicated. They make every show every year. The promoter of my concerts for all the big concerts I've done since I've been a headliner, my booking agent and my assistant and Scott Emmerich.
Yeah,
The 5 that have made all 180 shows, and it's a blessing to get to go. And the USO needs a poster boy to set the benchmark to where they can say, hey, you don't got to go where he goes, but if you feel shame, we try to shame them into going. We try to shame the entertainers into going.
Yeah, but, and you were actually, you got pretty well behind the lines there. I think last time we talked to you, you were in a pretty dangerous area.
After the second year of going, I loosened up, started making some little fire bases, and then for the last 5 or 6 years, we just, wherever they want us to go, we go. And sometimes it's an hour. A typical day would be wake up in the morning in Bagram and get on a helicopter and fly for an hour and 15 to an hour and 45 minutes and land and be a little place in the middle of nowhere with 25 guys sitting down in a little hole, and you probably, it'd be typical to sit on the tongue of some artillery gun that's pulled behind a truck, half-track or a Humvee, and you just sit on the tongue of it, and they get it running, and they always fire up a little charcoal thing, get a little chicken or rib going, and have their little special day, and then we'll perform. And it's really neat.
Now, what's that trip like? I mean, you're not driving, you're not first class all the way. I mean, where do you start? You start in Nashville. How do you get there?
Well, I start in Oklahoma where I live, but
Right.
we all meet in D.C., and then we usually take we used to take a private. USO used to provide us with a private air to Germany. Some big cat. We took the Heinz jet. Somebody will donate their jet to the USO, but if they don't have that, we'll just jump on a commercial airline. We go to Germany, and then the military picks us up at Ramstein, and then we go into Kuwait.
That's military jets. I mean, you're not sitting in first class.
It's just cargo. It's just a cargo plane. We sit in the back and put a cooler in the middle and fold out those little seats like you take to a tailgate party at a football game. And we put our iPods in, and we play spades. And
Never get scared?
I've never been scared.
Yeah.
It was the only time I ever got freaked a little bit was the convoy. It was the only convoy I was ever on. Our plane got taken by about 6 senators that were in Baghdad, had come in there. It was Senators Bill Frist and a bunch of them, and they were wanting to go back to D.C., and they took our C-130 that we were taking to Kuwait, and we were headed for Afghanistan after that, and they took it and said, the next one won't be here for 8 hours. So we said, well, use us. What do you need? And they said, well, you want to go out of Abu Ghraib prison? We said, yeah.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah. And I said, so since we're here, let's go. Well, they didn't have any choppers set up for it. So if you want to go to Abu Ghraib, we're going to convoy. So we got in a convoy and left Camp Victory and rode out about 40 miles out to Abu Ghraib. Now, I was puckered up on that one.
I can hear you, because we heard all the news stories about that too. Yeah. That was like Vietnam's alley almost.
It was everything you drove by that was an object on the side of the road. Anytime you passed a vehicle, you just knew you were outside the wire. It was pretty white knuckle, but
you did it.
We did. It was fun.
What can fans expect musically from you here in the future?
Same old crap.
Good.
We got an album coming out. October 22nd or 3rd or something. And probably my favorite project in 7 or 8 years.
Really?
One of my favorite albums I ever did was an album in '97 I did called Dreamwalking.
Oh yeah.
And then Unleashed and Pull My Chain were my next 2 favorites. And then this one is right there with those three, and those are all three big albums. And I think this one will be too. It's top to bottom. We just had a lucky year writing, and we write it all. So we just had a good year.
I don't know if you know, Toby, but there's an employment problem here in the United States, and you've wrote movies. You've been a movie star. You're so yeah, you have too many jobs.
So I'm taking up too much space.
Restaurateur. I mean, you do it all.
Well, you know, the restaurants,
Record
I hire
label?
people. I hire people.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, my bar and grills have, we employ a lot of people.
Yeah, in fact, Forbes recognized you recently, didn't they?
They do every year, and I don't know how they figure all that. You know, I mean, who reads that crap? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess we did.
Yeah, I guess you did. It'd be guys like you that read that.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Well, thank you, man. It's always a pleasure. Thanks
It
for
is,
having us.
man. Yeah, my pleasure.
Welcome to Indiana.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I went to Indiana Hoosier games.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
My buddy Kevin Wilson, who was offense coordinator at Oklahoma, where I'm from, for years we've been friends. His family's friends of my family, and kids all bowl games stuff. They all ran around together and played, and we've just known him for years. And he got this good job in Indiana, and
It's building.
The people around here will give him a chance.
He's going to
He just, he coached 2 Heisman Trophy quarterbacks in the last 5 or 6 years.
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance to get his thing down. They played tough today.
Yeah, they're coming. They're growing.
Yeah, they're growing.
Finally, make a comment about Mark Hamill, our boss, would you mind?
Mark Hamill? Man. Is he your boss?
He's our boss.
Oh, what'd y'all lose a bet?
Fox in house.
Thanks, Toby.
Who's the new